A computer virus is a man-made program or code that can cause damage to your data and software in your computer. It is able to replicate, usually without knowledge and permission of the computer user. But Windows has provided a provision to ask for permission every time it opens exe files. So now, how do viruses spread? Computer viruses usually spread in one of the three ways. From removable media, that is the pen drives or CD-ROMs or DVD-ROMs, etc. Second, from internet downloads, example from torrent sites. And third, from email attachments such as spam messages and phishing messages. Now, let's see how a spam messages looks like.
So here we go. I've opened this email, mine, and it says an email from Williams Michel Louis. I don't know who he is, and it's an email from the RBI. Okay, Reserve Bank of India has contacted me, and it says RBI pending transfer requests. So this is a spam and a phishing email. Spam because it asks me to download an attachment, and phishing because RBI will never contact me themselves. Okay, so I have opened this email just to show you, but you should never open these kind of email and report them as spam, because if you open them, virus. Now we'll see a YouTube video that shows us how a virus actually works.
Computer viruses can wreak havoc with your personal computer, and they also cause billions of dollars in damage and lost productivity for businesses. Viruses have the ability to replicate. When you run an infected program, the virus loads itself into memory and starts running as well. From there, it has the ability to infect other programs. When a virus finds an uninfected program, it adds itself to it. Then if you give that program to a friend, either through email or a floppy disk, your friend's computer gets infected as well. The latest viruses are email viruses. They're actually a lot simpler than a normal virus. They require a human being to help them along. When you open an infected email message and click on the attachment, the email virus looks at your address book and sends itself to all of your friends. You can protect your computer from most viruses by running antivirus software and by never opening email attachments unless you know what they do. So that's how viruses work. I'm Marshall Brain, and that's how stuff works.
Signs of computer viruses. Your computer runs slower than normal.
Your computer stops responding or locks up often.
Your computer crashes and restarts after every few minutes.
The computer restarts on its own and then fails to run normally.
Applications do not work correctly.
Disk drives are inaccessible.
Can't print correctly.
You see unusual messages.
You see distorted menus and dialog boxes. Sometimes you may even see annoying dialog boxes popping up one after the other.
Let's see how to get rid of computer viruses. You can scan your computer with your antivirus software such as AVG, Norton, Kaspersky, and many others. There is a powerful software called Malwarebytes that can protect your PC from malware. It scans every bit of your computer. There are plenty of free programs available on the internet which are very trustful and spyware free. Now let us see how antivirus works.
Now we're going to show how to use the antivirus. I have McAfee antivirus installed, so let me just start it. And here are the submenus: virus and spyware protection, which will scan my computer and protect it. And this is the web and email protection, which protects my computer online. So let me open this. It says scan your PC or real-time scanning. Real-time scanning is scanning of any file that I open, and this is the scanning of the computer, entire computer. So it says full scan is done. So here are the three options: run a quick scan, run a full scan, and run a custom scan. Quick scan is a fast scan of all the areas of the computer that are virus prone, and because it does not scan the entire computer, so it takes lesser time than the full system scan. Custom scan is scanning of the areas that you specify. Okay, so we'll now run a quick scan and see how it goes. So the quick scan is started. Okay, so by the time the scan completes, let me tell you how antiviruses like McAfee and Norton actually work. They try to track down the viruses on the web and elsewhere to identify them. Then they send you an update with the virus definitions so that your system can detect the potential threats. Okay, so I have another antivirus installed in my computer, that's the Windows Defender. So I've turned it off because two antiviruses usually do not work together simultaneously. Their working clashes with each other and that creates a problem. So I've turned it off. Okay, so the scan is complete and it says viruses removed, files checked 3187, and let me see the security report. The security report says viruses and other threats removed 3 and potentially unwanted programs 1. Okay, so the computer is secure. Detection tools. A virus detection tool implements numerous ways to scan and filter the virus from the system of the infected files from the system. One such technique is based on the signature of the virus. That is, it uses the predefined list of the virus signature definitions. But it becomes necessary to update this kind of antivirus because the virus author keeps on updating the types of virus programs. So to keep protected against the virus or malware threat, it becomes mandatory for us to keep the antivirus updated. Many viruses start as a single infection, but as it passes on and is refined by other attackers, it mutates itself into various different strains called variants. Heuristics-based scanning will detect several threats on the basis of that one virus signature of the original virus infection. It is quicker to identify a virus family as virus researchers find common areas that all viruses in a family share uniquely and thus create a single generic signature. Okay, now let's look at the process of speeding up the operation of virus detection tools. Various types of tuners are there for different antiviruses. On operating system level, you should do the following. Avoid installing unnecessary third-party programs. Especially avoid all kinds of memory turbo, Windows optimizer, Windows cleaner and such tools as they just bring more load to the CPU and system resources and provide zero or virtually zero benefit. What is worse, they could affect normal operation of Windows and cause compatibility problems. Now, let's look at the negative side of the antivirus. Many antiviruses turn on the so-called live protection on all files on all disks. This will bring system performance to its knees. Why? Simply because antivirus will intercept each and every file access and run its extensive checking on each data access. This could result in drastic slowdown of file accesses to the extent that Windows boots at most 3 times slower than the normal. While it's not that you should turn off your antivirus completely, but maybe you could do without it as well. Checking data files for viruses makes actually very little or no sense at all because they don't contain any executable code. Therefore, they cannot be the real source of infection. As long as a file does not include any executable part, it is safe.
I'm going to show you how to make a computer virus. I've already made a virus file. Let me show you its contents. Okay, so these are the contents of my virus file and I've already provided permission to run it and now I'm going to run it. So I'll do ./virus.sh. First of all, let me play a background music that will show you that it actually works. Okay, so now I'll press enter. And in few seconds Okay, so as you can see, the music is stopping, and yes, it has stopped completely. Okay, no, it has started again. So as you can see, the music has stopped playing, and the terminal has become unresponsive. Computer has stopped working. The cursor is not appearing on the screen. It's not working. So this shows that my virus is successful. It's working. So my code is a 2-line code, and it's a very small code, so it can be embedded into any program. So whenever you download something from the internet, just watch out.